Hello everyone and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am going to be continuing our journey through the minor arcana. If you want to catch the reading around the aces actually is in 3 parts. One is just a quick introduction, and then 2 and 3 are there. You can check it out if you are so interested and it resonates with you to do so. For those of you who are new, we thank you so much for being here, for joining us. We hope that you like the channel and that you'll decide to subscribe and become a part of our channel. And those of you who are returning, thank you so much, you guys. I just really appreciate your support and your being here and being a part of my tribe. For those of you who are new, if you're wanting to get information about how I read, you can check the description box down below and it'll give you a little better of an explanation there. So in an interest of, time, we're just going to jump in. So previously we did around the aces. So now we are into the 2s. Please understand, again, this is extremely, extremely general. And, just a very, very, very basic bare bones, what, this general, area of the tarot is about. Every single deck is different. They all have their own feel, their own messages that come through via their various energies, their intentions that were put forth in their creation, as well as the imagery. Okay? So when we take a look at the 2 of Wands, okay, 2 of Wands is fire, so it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's about, passion, inspiration, can be about innovation, the bringing of something forward from now that kernel, that offering, that idea, that opportunity from the ace. This is, the 2s are about sometimes bringing it into a tangible way, but also it can be just about furthering the process to getting it to a place of bringing it into a manifestation. Okay. And that's like twos overall. In the 2 of Wands, again, it's about bringing things forward to 2 or 4 manifestation. It's about preparatory work, a journey, the journey ahead. It's about choices and decisions that we're going to be making in this general way to find our way to the next part of the journey. Okay, so there you go with the Wands. The 2 of Swords here, this is air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is typically shown, not always, but typically shown with a blindfold or some way of not being able to see. That can play out in a variety of different ways. Not seeing something, refusing to see something, or not seeing something purposefully so as to not be biased by the heart, but to think with logic and intellect, as we see in Lady Justice in the major arcana. For me, as a reader personally, the 2 of Swords frequently does talk about justice on a minor arcana level, if that makes sense. But that is not its, only like purpose or anything. This is, again, it's about logic over emotion. It's about something is or needs to be brought to light. It can be about communication. It can be about someone keeping something purposely held back and not communicating something. Okay, it can be, it can also be about clarity or lack thereof. It can be about duality, so this or that. And this or that doesn't necessarily mean that it's only 2 options. It can mean a variety of options. So that's just kind of the gist. Again, very, very basic bones. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth, so that's, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is about juggling things, making a choice, making a decision, working on bringing something into balance. it can be it's the material world, right? It's very earthy. It's pentacles. So of course that can be about money, about finances, work, a career. It can be about time as far as like scheduling. That time is an element here in this reality. And it can be about our physical earthly needs and or desires, or, something that we're waiting on, things like that. Okay. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this is water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is typically with, love, relationships, and relationships doesn't necessarily have to be about a love romantic. It can be family. It can be a business venture. It can be a collaboration. It can be about a love relation, past, present, or incoming future, right? It's about communication. It's about connection, intuition, chemistry, that kind of thing. Okay, so that covers all of the twos in the various suits. I would like to say also, again, it's yeah. Okay, so let's just move forward. Sorry about that. So again, the purpose of all of this is looking at the two that draws your attention, and then I'm going to be pulling for each one 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, 3 cards for the future, and we'll see what the story is that unfolds for that particular two. There will be a timestamp down below for where each one begins. And yeah, there you go. So whichever one calls out to you or that you are drawn to, if you want to pause the video, take a moment, make your pick, and then you can check the description box and find the timestamp for where it begins. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and then we will get started. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to start here with the twos, or the Two of Wands. Oh my goodness, if I can talk, right? Okay, so this deck is the Gilded Tarot Royale, and this deck is the Light Seers Tarot, in case you are interested into which decks I'm using. All right. And I really just have out the Light Seers Tarot again to just give you an idea of how different cards from different authors can have a different feel. They can relay a different message. Okay? Because when I look at this one, it's like this person's, they're on the path. They're on the path. They're on the trail. They're out there. They're ready. They're standing there looking at it. And they're like, okay, which path am I going to choose? And they're ready to take that action. Whereas with this one, this person is still indoors. They've almost implies like they've made a choice. Like they've turned their back on this one. They've made their choice. They've selected this one. We have the world there. So it's like the world is your oyster, right? So, and they've got a picture of a, like a 60s, 70s Volkswagen van. But they're waiting for something. What are they waiting for? Not really sure. It can, different stories, different people. But again, just letting you see how they can have a very different feel to them. In this regard, it looks almost like the person's still waiting to make a choice or a decision. Okay. We're also going to be using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Okay. These all have been, of course, pre-shuffled, but I will also do some shuffles on here, but they were shuffled very well, so. Somebody turned all the way over. There we go. Isn't that interesting? So this one kind of came out, and I couldn't get it go back in, and it is also the Two of Wands. And again, this one hasn't even a different feel again. This person is outside. They're up on the rampart, or is it whatever. They're up on the top part of their building, their castle, their whatever. They're looking out to the sea. They too have made their choice. They have turned their back on this one. They have let that. They've elevated this choice or decision. The world is their oyster. They're just waiting. They're waiting for that ship to come in. They're waiting for that opportunity. They're waiting for something. But yeah, just interesting how, yeah, different feels for different cards, different decks. All right. Okay, so let's get started. We want 3 cards, please, for the past. The 3 cards for the past are kind of like giving us the background story as to what is it that took place that has us in this place now where we need to make a decision, right? What happened in the past that brought about the opportunity that we found in the aces. Now we're here at the 2s, and it's time to make that choice or that decision. And again, keeping in mind, the wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? It's about passion, inspiration. It's about bringing things forward. It's about prepping, getting yourself ready for that journey ahead that is going to be unfolding. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that cat. Just a moment, please.